unexpected. Sometimes this shit get me stressing. So I need you with me to keep me right and keep me up all night. We can get faded. This life can make you so jaded. So we can stay shaded. Just to us and try to get it right. Oh, I need you to give me your time. I need you to not wanna be mine. Are you down to play? Let's try to play, but don't distract me. Let me ask you, baby.
Good evening, good evening, good evening. Thanks for tuning in to the second show of the Not Playing It Safe radio show. This is your host, Mike.
I'm Bryant Anomaly.
And I'm Kellen, bro. Tonight's show is going to be called Sex Parties and Safe Sex. So we're going to discuss that right now. So what do you guys have to say about that?
I have a lot of questions, like, about the sex parties. Safe sex, I'm pretty good with, but the sex parties, I have
I've never
questions.
been to one before.
Me either.
So I have no idea what it's like, but I'm sure a lot of people would wonder, like, you know.
Well, we have a special guest. For those that follow him, he has a huge fan base, Mr. Antoine Lust.
Hello, everybody.
Hey.
Good evening, good evening, good evening.
Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Sure.
All right, so let's jump right into it. Everybody wants to know. So, Antoine,
For that.
first, what would you say inspired you to get into doing adult entertainment? I don't like to say the word porn, so.
Okay.
Personally, I don't like the word porn either. It's old and too played out. So, but I feel what my main inspiration was, one, it was on my bucket list. So it was just something I wanted to do in general. But if I had to say what my main inspiration was, it will be someone I used to deal with way back in the day. He is an adult entertainment as well. He goes by the stage name Kid Rock. So shout out to Kid Rock. That would be my main inspiration. He pretty much started this path to the type of freak that I am today. And I, for the most part, evolved it on my own as years went by.
So I have a question. I just forgot the damn question. Do you ever, like, get nervous or shy to do whatever in front of people? Or in front of the camera, rather?
Well, I just shot my second scene, literally this past weekend, so everybody be on the lookout for it. Definitely the first time last year, I did my very first scene last summer. Definitely I was nervous, but after getting into the mood of things, it was, second nature. I just, exit everybody else out, exit the camera out, just do what I do best in the bedroom or the bathroom or the kitchen or wherever.
Okay,
How long does a scene take? Do they say cut and then you got to start over and do this again? Or
No, this is not, your typical acting like, a movie. This is, for us, it's just you in the moment. It's, just how you will react in the bedroom or how you will react in any of those type of situations where you're just in heat, you got somebody sexy with you. For my scenes, the first one took about 2 hours. This past scene only took about 70 minutes, 75 minutes. So, like I said, the first time you do it, you're going to be nervous. Second time, you're going to get the groove of things. Third, fourth time, it's going to be second nature. So it doesn't take long, especially when you are two people who are already intimate and into each other like that.
So I have another question about that. So how do you go about your everyday life? Like when you go on interviews and stuff, you're not like, I wonder if they know me or if they seen my, you know what I'm saying? Like that doesn't be in the back of your mind?
Not anymore.
No?
Since I did my first scene and came out as an adult entertainer last year, quite a few of my associates and my friends know about it now. for the most part, they've been supportive, but they also, check on me, make sure I'm okay, and I don't get, caught up in it, and I don't. For the most part, it's something I wanted to do. It's fun. I enjoy entertaining and bringing, being sexy on camera for others.
Hello.
And, it comes naturally now. Like, anytime I'm out, I can randomly go to a club on the weekend. Somebody will be like, hey, I follow you on Twitter, or I've seen your video. I'll be like, okay, thank you, So, I mean, I'm used to it now.
So one more question, I'm gonna let y'all talk. I'm sorry. So now that they see you and they see what you do and they see what you're working with, do they try to holler at you?
I don't want to hype my head, but yes, hands down, yes. Like, if I had my phone in my hand right now, I would show you my DM on Twitter, certain little groups on Facebook. Like,
Yeah.
my regular Facebook, people don't
The one that
have
Kellen
access
is in?
to.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. But
Kellen gave you the look like, don't do that.
That's why I look over there. That's why I look over there. I kept looking right at Antoine.
And you said that what? But yeah, it's constantly people in my DM or on my Instagram DM. So it comes with the territory. I'm used to it. Again, it is what it is.
Sure. All right, I'm gonna stop hogging the mic. You guys.
How did you come up with the name Antoine Lust?
Well, for those that do not know, my friends do know, but one of my middle names actually is Antoine.
Okay.
And I go by Twan with most of my friends. Now, I came up with Lust because another of my inspirations is also one of the head of our brand, Wrath. So Wrath is for all you Christians, I'm sorry, I'm about to say this. I'm a Christian too, but I'm just saying this. I'm saying it. But wrath is a deadly sin, so I chose another deadly sin, quote unquote. So ergo lust.
Get it?
Now, do you find it hard to date doing adult entertainment?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna piggyback off that. I keep throwing this pen at you. I'm so sorry. It is no shade.
Y'all, they throwing pens at each other in here. But when I started this last year, I was in a relationship with my now ex, and it was okay because the fact that my ex he manages DJs, he manages local musical artists, and then he also was a manager of adult entertainers himself. So when this arose, he was very supportive of it. He actually wanted to be my manager himself. But I said I was good with my manager that I had, with my managers that I was, provided. So, but he did always make sure that I was looked out for. However, since that relationship, I have been on a drought when it comes to dating. But it's not because it's been hard to date.
Mm-hmm.
It's for the most part I've been focusing more so on myself and trying to get myself together, my things, my life, my personal life, all that work and everything together. So it's been by choice that I have not been dating. However, I have just recently reopened that door, became more open to dating again just recently.
So last week we had that topic of dating and insecurity. So the people you date, do they question you, like who you texting, where you going? Did you F him? Did you F him? Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, that comes with it. Like, dating somebody in that industry.
Yeah, because it could be more, I mean, I guess it's for an insecure thing. They automatically think, oh, you're doing adult entertainment, so you're out here screwing everybody. And it's not the case.
My last relationship, no, that was not the case with that. And like I said, I've been single since then, and I'm just now becoming open to dating again. However, like the few times that I have attempted dating someone since my last relationship, it has come up, just in case if we were just randomly out, at the bar or the club, and they see me hug somebody or, speaking to someone, I come back over to them, they be like, so who was that? Did you fuck him? Did you do this, that, and the third? I'm like, no, that is an associate or a friend. And definitely a misconstrued vision for those that are in the adult entertainment world, because if people just see you as an adult entertainer and then automatically assume that, you know, you're probably a slut, a hoe, well, I am a freak, but that you're just freaking any and everybody that comes around, and that's not the case. So
okay, so let's get into the juicy stuff now that everybody wants to know. Okay, so what is a typical night with Antoine Lust? If you had a partner or a date, what would be your typical night?
A typical night with me.
What's your typical type?
Okay, let me answer that one real quick, and then I'll get to the typical night with me. Typical type, I don't have one.
Okay.
I do not have a typical type because I'm not a typical guy. I am open to I'm not even gonna say almost, to all types of guys. I'm open to all types of interests. You know, because closed-minded people, they're boring. So I do my best to be open to most things. As far as a typical night with me, even though I do adult entertainment, I'm not always a freak. So typical night with me could actually be just, you know, nice shower, both of us in the shower, you know, and then just cuddled up in bed, literally like a Netflix and chill type of night. Or
that's kind of hard to believe for me though. Like, I just think that you just have like, I don't know, like you just this wild, passionate type, be going all out and all. But you know, I guess that's
wild,
you know.
Yes. Passionate, yes. But like I said, I'm not your typical adult entertainer. I'm not your typical guy. I'm very much so real laid back, very chill. And I'm a geek. I'm very, very nerdy and geeky. So like
Video games.
Hands down, biggest pastime other than singing and music is video games all my life. So that would actually be part of a typical night with me. So that's you know what, I'll change my answer from earlier. I don't have a typical type, but if I can, you know, have somebody that plays video games as much as I am, hands down, that's about to be, I will boo you up quick, fast, and in a hurry. My favorite video game currently right now, it is actually actually a game on PlayStation Network. It's a free game called Let It Die. And second to that is Injustice 2 currently.
Injustice 2 is good. I'm kind of
Y'all lost me. I don't play video.
you got to get into it. What?
Do you want a PlayStation 4?
I'll take it if you buy it. Sure. We can sit right in the basement.
Christmas is in 3 months. I got you.
Nah, I can't wait 3 months. You offered it now.
Patience is a virtue.
Wow,
I did not offer it now.
All right. So we want to continue to stick to the topic at hand, which is the sex parties. So I know recently you...
Before we do that, though,
okay,
let's take a break and then come back with the hard sex party topic, because we're going to go in on that one. So let's take a break.
Okay.
If you want to call in, you can call in at 240-455-5934, or you can text in at 301-966-3978, and we'll be right back. All right. So, this one is sex. I think you should. Did you ever introduce anything?
What's up, fellas? All right, what's happening, fellas?
Flipper.
Yeah.
Good game, man. Good game.
Yeah, we won that one tonight, fellas.
Yeah. So, man, that was like the 5th quarter, man.
Hey, let's show them what you do after the game. All right, let's do it.
Welcome back to the Not Playing It Safe radio show. Mike, how you feeling?
Now let's get it going.
Kellen.
I'm feeling great. We still have our special guest, Antoine Lusk, with us, and we are going to start to talk about our topic of the night, which is one of the topics of the night. It's going to be sex parties. And
You got real excited about that.
We actually have a question
been to
though.
a sex party before. So what was your first experience at a sex party?
Ooh. Ooh. My first experience at a sex party. Let's see. I was 21 when I went to my first one. So that was 9 years ago.
Oh, you telling people your age?
Okay. Y'all, for the record, I'm 30 years old. Yeah, it is what it is. But my first experience with it, I was nervous as hell. It was a party at, matter of fact, in the Navy Yard area that one of my crazy friends talked me into going. And yeah, I was nervous in the corner, stacked up. I was glued to the wall for the most part. And that was until I had about 5 or 6 shots.
That'll loosen you up real quick.
So we have a question on the sex party topic, and it's from Byron. Hey, Byron.
Hey, Byron.
Hey, Byron.
He said, "This is Byron from BC. What's your take on the sex party competition that has been taking over the DMV? Everyone's trying to outdo everyone and make the coin greater."
Okay, let me. Whew. How do I know this color show? Okay, well, with the DMV's competition now, my thing is this. I mean, everybody wants to, make money. Everybody wants to bring these parties. Everybody wants to, bring men together that have that side to them and don't get to, express it on a regular basis, but they get to come to the parties, get drink, get loose, and do you. I feel like it should not be a competition. However, that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate with our community in general. Our community is always, hating on another person or hating on somebody else instead of coming together. Like it shouldn't. Doesn't have to be competitions with the parties. This person has their party this weekend or this day of the weekend. This person has their party that day of the weekend. So, matter of fact, prime example, Labor Day weekend, it was 3 different parties in the DMV area on 3 different nights. However, some of the attendees may have been bashing it.
Oh no.
But the hosts actually promoted each other's parties, and that's what it should be. That's how it should be. It shouldn't be no competition. We all want to make a buck. We all want to make money. We all want to have fun. We all want to have a space for other freaks to have fun at. So it shouldn't be no competition.
Now, Antoine, for those that are listening and watching, define the term sex party in your definition for those who may not be familiar with it.
Yeah.
As someone who has attended them for quite some time, and then also I have co-hosted parties under the name DMV Party Boy for quite a few years, up until a few years ago where we stopped, and other parties have taken over. A sex party is just that. It's a sex party.
So, question. I didn't mean to cut you off. So you said you put emphasis on sex party. So you party, then y'all have sex, or it's just like that's just the name for it?
I mean, it's more so. That's how I see it. It's a party, but it's a sex party. You come in, you get naked, jockstrap, nude, whatever, briefs, whatever. You get into your underwear, you drink. You enjoy yourself, get loose, and then
Whatever happens.
Right.
Now, is people obligated to have sex, or do they feel like they have to be pressured to have it?
Pressure to have it, they should not feel that. Obligated, it's a little more complicated because the fact that you are, granted it is a party and you are able to come enjoy yourself, however, if you are a wallflower or just, talking, you can kill the vibe.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why usually most sex parties have, a common room area, which is where you can, grab your drink, you can be social, But then in the other areas, the back rooms or whatever, those are the areas that are strictly, for getting it in. And if you are in that area, talking and running your mouth while others are trying to, do what they do, then that's a problem. But I mean, most times, sex parties, they have that common area where you can do that, but I mean, come on, everybody, you know why you came to a sex party.
Exactly.
You did not come to talk all night. You did not come to stand on the wall all night. You came to talk a little, drink a lot, get it in.
There you go. Well, we also, if anybody has any questions for Antoine Luss, you can always call at 240-455-5934, or you can text us at 301-966-3978. Yeah.
So, sex parties. Let's have another question. What's the similarity with like a sex party? About to try it in a bathhouse.
Okay. Similarities. Obviously, sex party in the bathhouse, they're both gonna have random guys there that you probably never seen before. But I mean,
I think a bathhouse is more of a safer environment.
I disagree.
Just because you have to disclose personal information, where at a sex party, you don't have to know who that person is. You don't have to know their name, their real name. And if you go into a bathhouse, then you have to get that information so they know who you are, just in case anything happens. If you do something to somebody, then they know who you are.
Okay, when you put it like that, yeah, I will attest to that. I definitely agree with that. In a bathhouse, you do have to, you have to show ID. You have to disclose your name and certain information before entering a bathhouse. Whereas at a sex party, you just gotta come, pay your money, get naked, and then do what it do.
So the action is still the same. It's just a different.
The action is still the same. It's just different, for lack of a better term, administration and how you handle it and going about it.
Now, funny thing is, well, not funny. You just spoke on something that said money. So do you feel as though that, I guess let's clarify this, because a lot of people think that you are necessarily paying for sex when you attend. Do you feel that that is true, or is that money going towards to provide, let's say, things like condoms, lube, alcohol, anything to make it a great environment?
Absolutely. My thing is, when sex parties, when you paying for it, you're not paying for sex. Nope, you don't have to pay for sex.
Right.
Of course not. You don't have to pay for sex. I don't pay for sex. Hell no. Because I know I can get it on a regular basis if I wanted it. But the thing is, what the hosts of sex parties have to go through, they have to buy the liquor. They have to buy the chasers for the liquor. They have to buy the condoms. They have to buy the lube. They have to buy the towels. So, that money goes towards the materials and the items needed for a sex party. And if in the case that they have a guest adult entertainer, which is mostly the case with most parties in the DMV today, they have to pay the adult entertainer that is attending.
Right.
And adult entertainers are not cheap. Because
some of them should be. Oh, I'm sorry. Continue.
What we're not gonna do?
I'm just saying, Yeah, I mean, it's not playing it safe, so I'm not gonna play it safe. Some of them should be,
So is hosting sex party a lucrative thing? And when do I sign up if it is?
Sounds like it can be.
Oh.
Okay. I'm gonna give you an example. Like I said, a few years ago, I was co-hosting a parties with a good friend of mine. As soon as I learned the ropes, I became his second. And we used to go under the name of DMV Party Boy. Now, for those that live in the DMV that are listening, that hear me, you recognize the name, you know what type of parties we threw. So we've had plenty of adult entertainers come through, big names. Just to give examples like Mr. Cali, Seduction, Carlito, Giovanni, we've had the big names coming through our parties with DMV Party Boy. And I'm not even going to lie to you. The parties at $15, $20 a head, 40, 50 guys coming. I like you not, most of the times before having to pay off adult entertainers, just in one night, you can make 12, 13, possibly $1,400
In one night.
in one night, depending on how many guys come in. Every last party, for the most part, under that name, under that banner, DMV Party Boy, there was never less than 50 guys coming through that party. Never, not once, less than 50. So it was quite lucrative. It can be lucrative depending on how often you do it, and making sure you add up your expenses right. It could be lucrative, even after paying for the alcohol, the chaser, and the adult entertainers.
So you said you've been to sex parties before. Can you describe an event that you've ever been to one where it was not something crazy happened or something funny happened or it was a weird experience?
You trying to get me to bash something?
No.
Not playing it safe, radio.
No, and I'm not even gonna. And I'm not gonna play it safe. I'm not going.
Just don't name no names because we don't do free.
Oh no, I'm not gonna name no names.
Thank you. Okay.
Because 9 times out of 10, I don't even know their name. However,
Hello. Me either.
However, I will say this: most of the times I've attended sex parties, they've been fun. They were ran fine. I mean, because like I said, I've hosted them, I co-hosted them. I even helped start up one that is very popular in the DMV now, and I will shout them out later. However, one main problem you run across that can F up the entire mood of a sex party is bottoms who do not get themselves together properly before attending.
Well.
And he said that, which is going to be in the next topic when we have the legendary strawberry come on. So I'm glad you brought that up.
And we have a question from someone who's watching from Ohio, Vance. Hey, Vance, thank you for tuning in.
Thank you.
What are your views about the stigma that sex parties have when it comes to participating in the rate of HIV/AIDS and also the drug use for the LGBT community?
Well, can't speak on the whole drug use thing because I don't do them. The most thing I do is drink alcohol and smoke weed. I don't even do that. So I'm not sure on that part. I'm not sure how people prepare themselves for sex parties. As far as, if they are doing whatever extra they're doing prior to coming or even during, I cannot speak on that. I'm not sure. However, as far as the HIV stigma about it, my thing is this. When you come to a sex party, condoms are provided. Condoms are provided. Condoms are provided. Condoms are never not provided during a sex party. It is that person's choice.
Oh, wow, so they don't have like a bucket or anything at the door?
There's a bucket at the door. There's buckets in the common room. There are
Okay.
buckets in the actual rooms the sex is partaking in. There is condoms provided. There's never not been a time where condoms are not provided at a sex party.
Gotcha.
And in multiple areas. All the times I've gone to one or hosted one. It is the person's choice whether they want to use one or not. Nobody's putting a gun to your head saying you don't not to use one. Nobody's putting no gun to your head saying you have to use one. That is your choice. We are all grown. We are all masters of our own decisions, and I'm gonna just leave it at that. I can't even put it. I can't say it no plainer. It's your choice. You choose whether you want to use it or not.
So we have another question. It's from an anonymous person. They want to know, how long do you see yourself continuing as an adult entertainer?
Honestly, I do not know. As of right now, my fan base has grown. Today, I didn't even realize it, but today I surpassed 7,000 followers on Twitter. So to all my followers on Twitter,
you're sexy. What you expect?
The thing is, I don't pay attention to it.
You got me some followers today too, because I think when we were tweeting each other this morning, someone followed me. But
yeah, I think so. But
yeah.
It's I didn't think I would, in my life, think I was gonna do 7,000 followers on Twitter And then for, like I said, all my followers on Twitter, thank you guys. Definitely keep a lookout because
They less than.
There's always gonna be more.
October 1st, though, I'm bringing something real hot to you guys on October 1st. But as far as how long I see myself doing it, I don't know. I mean, I'm having fun with it right now. It's an enjoyable experience. I have no negative side effects other than other people's opinions, which I could care less about. It's my life.
I'm sorry, you guys, if you hear this noise in the background. It's something going on in the next room. We cannot control that, so just bear with us.
Yes, we're in.
Okay.
And
I know y'all probably see our faces like they are over it with that noise.
Pointing over there.
They over it. I'm over it.
I'm like,
Over
what
it.
is going on? But
Or maybe it's just louder in the headphones. It's
no,
loud.
it's loud.
definitely coming
Yeah.
to America.
I have the headphones on too, and I can still
is
hear
really
it.
loud.
So
But we have another question from you from another anonymous person. They want to know, what do you think your life would be after porn? You guys are texting. You guys need to call in 240-455-5934. Go ahead,
My
Kellen. I'm
life
sorry.
After this, probably no different than how I am. Like I said, adult entertainment is just that. It's entertainment. It's definitely not my life. It is not my full-time life. Not even by far. Not even close. I hold down a full-time steady job. I have my friends. I live a regular life. I do know that some entertainers, they have made a career out of this. This is their only source of income. However, no, I have a full-time job. Other than this, I will be starting school next year, going back to school next year. So, yeah, this is just, like I said, this is for fun.
Antoine, they are loving you on text, but I don't know why they scared to call in to
Yes, please
240-455.
call.
So let me just go ahead and get this out the way right
Hold on,
now.
answer this question first. Somebody else, so they want to know: would you start a family or continue as an adult entertainer, still pursuing other life goals? Would you stop to start a family or continue as an adult entertainer?
No, I will stop. If I come across that right person and, we build that foundation, and if they want to start a family, and if I know that that's somebody I want to be with, and they ask me to stop, hands down I'll stop. Like I said, this is not my life, this is not my career.
Mm-hmm.
This is something I do for fun, this is something to entertain others, and that's something I'm having fun with doing and being paid to do at the same time. But as far as, my lifelong course, this is just fun.
So the tuners are the listeners and the viewers are tuning in to hear these sex party stories. So we need some stories. We need some.
I'm about to
tea.
spice it
Yeah,
up.
yes,
you
right.
know,
Spice it
I
up.
look,
Yeah.
The gist.
Not playing
So,
to say. Not playing to say.
Mr. Lust, everybody wants to, well, majority of your fans probably know, but for those that are listening in,
I already know where it's about to go.
what do you prefer in the bedroom?
Elaborate.
Top, bottom, versatile, kissing, sucking, toes licking, nipple play.
Alcohol and fire.
Right. I mean, like bondage, you want to be tied up and spanked.
role
I mean,
play?
Right.
Can I choose letter? Well, seeing as how it's a long list of things, can I choose letter S for all of the above?
Oh.
There you go. And there's your answer.
I personally myself, I don't have hang-ups. There's only 2 hang-ups I have for the most part. And for those that know what it is, that's scat, and the other one is blood. I don't play with none of that. However, when it comes to other things, I've pretty much experienced everything else under the sun, and I have no problem with everything else under the sun.
So, in other words, bottoms, make sure your poom poom is clean.
You don't want no Hershey squirts. No
Okay.
Hershey squirts.
So they have another question, and after you answer this question, give me your contact information since they want to know. They want to know how much do you charge for a scene.
Oh my God.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And remember, give them your contact information after you finish.
How much do I charge for a scene? Just like with my real job and my real life, that's for me to know.
Yeah.
I mean, that is my personal business. Just like I don't give out how much I make at work.
That's what I'm saying. Give me your
I'm
email.
not
Let
gonna
them.
give out how much I charge. Now, if you ask me personally to myself, then
You're right.
we can work something out.
Right.
However,
So
I'm
is the
not gonna
price
disclose
different if you bottom or you top, or it's just the fee?
that. A fee is a fee.
Fee is a fee.
Contact is management. They'll be able to assist you with that.
What's the contact
There you
information? What's the contact information? Get the contact information.
What's the contact information?
Well, if you follow Twitter. He goes by @KingAnomaly. It's KYNG Anomaly. And the other one, if you follow him, he's actually starting himself out, putting himself out there. He would be at True Freak. Can't remember all of it for my other manager. And then, in worst case scenario, if you can't contact either one of them, call my main manager. Contact my main manager, Wrath. Phil the Wrath. That's my main manager.
So you guys composed some questions for him, right?
Mm-hmm. I've already asked my question.
I think
Go in, Kellen.
I don't want to get too off topic or get
I don't know why y'all scared to call. Y'all keep texting.
I know.
Y'all lucky I got unlimited data.
I would hope everybody does.
So let me ask this question real quick, Kellen, not to cut you off. For everybody that's listening and watching, are you single? Because I know they want to know.
Currently, yes, I am single.
Okay, so he's single, ladies.
And they want to know, have you ever been gangbanged?
Have I ever been gangbanged?
Yes.
No. Have I participated in gangbangs? Yes.
Just nasty. Just nasty.
What's nasty about it? What's nasty about it?
I'll be that.
You been in a gangbang?
Right.
I've been
Have
like,
you
well,
in a gangbang?
I'm a virgin.
Lies.
Lies. We'll get you nowhere.
It got me on this show.
Well,
I don't.
Mike looks like, I don't know, Mike, you just look like you that closeted type freak where you just be
Boy,
like,
I wrote a book,
in
honey. I wrote a
public.
book. Kellen, you read the book. I wrote a book.
book.
Pause. He looked like he in a closet.
I wrote a book.
I mean, he's just like, oh, well, in public, I'm going to be so nice and innocent.
It's
but
called
then,
Lady in the Street, Freak in the Sheet.
Nah,
he
he a
being
freak all day.
Exactly.
Nah, he a freak all day.
Because I'm a
Blanche.
Pisces. Because we Pisces. We freaks all
Exactly.
day.
He a Pisces like me. He a freak all day long. It don't matter.
Okay.
I just sell mine to the public. In books and things
In
like
books.
that. Yeah.
Okay. No home videos. No, none of that stuff.
He got something that
We're editing that. We're editing. So we need a song for one of the scenes.
Hey.
Why I hate music?
Gotcha.
I hate music in scenes. I hate music.
Well, you can mute it on that podcast.
Wow.
But no, I've never been gangbang. I don't even like threesomes. Like I like one-on-one.
Yeah. Me personally,
I really don't. I've never been into that. I'm selfish, and then it's too much work.
Exactly. Cannot share when it comes to that type of thing.
I can.
Because I get jealous.
They are.
I don't mind.
I want to be the person that is.
Please call in, guys. We appreciate your texts, but call
I
in.
wonder if
Call
somebody
in.
that's
Call
gonna try and
in.
call that I might recognize their voice. Maybe that's not.
That's probably why, because they're blowing it up. And we have another.
That's what it is.
We have like
I might
two
recognize
other
the
questions.
voices if it's certain people watching.
That's exactly what
So
it is.
someone else wants to know: do you keep your own recordings? Which I mean, why wouldn't you?
Is the camera on me? Can the camera see me?
Camera can see everyone.
Can the camera? Who don't keep their own recordings?
See me.
Who don't keep that? You know what? I'm gonna say this right now, and if somebody ever say that they don't, they lying like hell. Every single gay man on this planet with a smartphone has recorded themselves while having sex.
I have not.
So I got a question.
I have not had sex.
I got a question.
Maybe masturbating or something like that.
You have
but not no
videos.
sex.
You have
will
videos.
never
So
find a sex
we gonna
tape.
hold our questions because these viewers are really sending in questions, so we want to make sure they're being recognized. I mean, we can talk to him whenever. So somebody say hi. My name is Joey. Congratulations on the show.
Thank you, Joey.
Great topic tonight. You may have already answered this, but how does the gay community combat the spread of STDs in the city like DC with sex parties becoming even more mainstream?
That is a great question.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not even for him. Anybody who want to answer.
Well, for me, like I said, I
could've said
kind of
that
sort of
for
answered it earlier.
Yeah,
You
I was
know,
gonna say.
at sex parties, yes, sex parties are becoming more and more common, not just in the DMV, but around in the entire country. Like sex parties, especially during prides in certain cities, sex parties are, other than the clubs and the celebrities that are coming, sex parties are the main attraction for most prides. And like I said earlier, it is everybody that goes to a sex party, I would hope, is grown and of sound mind and sound judgment. You make your own decisions to partake in safe sex or partake in raw sex. That is up to you. That is your choice. At the end of the day, it's your choice.
I don't know about y'all, but I'm feeling we not really like digging. Like
Y'all
What
tell
else
me
do you
I
wanna
got
dig
the
into?
questions,
I don't know.
man.
It's
Y'all
like we
trying to
not-
put me
go
on
in,
mute.
like
No,
go in. We're not digging. But we have another question from you. For you, they want to know: do you like food incorporated in your sex scene?
All right, so I'm gonna let y'all know this right now. My favorite fruit in the entire world is strawberries.
Uh-oh.
And it just so happens. So strawberries are my favorite fruit in the world.
So you ate that strawberry?
Whoa!
Guess what? We got some strawberries.
All right,
for
yes.
you.
Not planning to say. You ate that strawberry?
That is my sis. That is family.
And this is the gay community, so did you...
That is my family. No, that is my family.
Oh, okay, because all right.
That is over a decade of friendship. No, that is my family.
So, friends can't have sex? Is that what you said?
No, I'm not saying that because I've definitely had sex with friends before.
But not sisters.
I try not to have sex with my gay family.
Yeah.
Okay.
With my fam, my bros and my sis. So, no.
So I have a question. I just want to ask because I don't know. I don't feel we going deep enough. I'm just not satisfied. Do they stink? Sex parties.
If they ain't wash their booty, yeah.
I mean,
Hold up. There's
I
two.
don't know,
In my opinion, there is definitely two types of. There's one good, one bad. Now, of course, you got the bad one where there's some bottoms that ain't take care of themselves before they came. But then you got the good one where it's just, I don't know about anybody else, but that musky sweat smell in the
Some people
air,
like
that. I don't know why. Like for me personally, that's a turn on, and that will just make me even more
enticed.
yes,
So,
for lack
like,
of a better term.
Where do, like, sometimes they have sex parties at houses or they have sex parties in hotels.
Either or, there's been sex. I've attended sex parties at private venues, private homes. For the most part, most sex parties do happen in hotels if you have the money to cover it. But again, that is probably one of the expenses of why you're paying to come to the sex party.
How much?
On average, I say sex parties in the DMV on average are like $20 for the most part.
For the most part.
And that includes alcohol and all that.
That includes alcohol, condoms, lube, all that. And then making sure that the adult entertainer, 9 times out of 10, will be one, is compensated for coming out.
So Antoine, let's take the heat off you really quickly, because
Why?
Because we're not playing it safe, so I'm not. I'm not about to play it safe, even though you got more questions. We'll get to them. Brian, have you ever been to a sex party?
Oh God, I love this guy. I have. Ask what you want. Go ahead and ask. We on air. Come on.
What's the question? Because this question, yeah,
Is it for me?
It's for him.
Oh,
but
okay.
We
But
all,
yes,
we
I
all
have.
can answer it too.
I've been to one.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna come back to you because these questions are.
I feel you got some more you want to ask.
Oh, I'm
though.
getting it.
Okay. Let's do it. I'm
So
ready.
I mean, so somebody said they don't appreciate y'all talking about bottoms as if tops dick don't stink. Have
Oh,
bumps,
they do.
Hold on. Have bumps be leaking or musty?
Ew, nastiness.
You need to leave them alone.
Yuckala.
Okay.
That was a great question.
That wasn't even a question. That was a comment. But I mean,
A top dick wouldn't funk up a room like an ass.
thank
But
you.
if you see a
Thank
top
you.
dick with some bumps on it, that's
Why are
wrong.
you?
Come on now. That's
Yikes.
right.
Hello.
Exactly. Right.
I mean, if you see this, then obviously you know.
But I
Do
mean,
you
in a
tell-
way,
do
it.
you tell everybody like, hey, get him?
No. In those situations where you know a complaint is made about
So there
a
are
top
complaints.
or a bottom, most of the time it is bottoms. I'm sorry, y'all may not want to hear this. Most of the time it is bottoms, y'all. Most of the time, and y'all know this. So don't bash me for saying it. It's
Not
the truth.
playing it
Y'all
safe.
know I'm telling the truth. Usually that bottom is pulled to the side. You know, discreetly pulled to the side.
Told you got to get your stuff
You
and
can't
go.
say you
can't-
gotta go. Oh,
That is the
oh.
truth.
Brian, that's what you told him.
Unlike a certain party host that I know will put their whole business out there
He
in the
is
middle
trying
of the
me tonight,
party,
y'all.
and I'm not gonna say no names, Brian, but
Oh, he just told him.
he will put. But I mean, most of the time it's discreet.
What was that name?
Don't repeat it. Next question. For those of you that didn't catch that, it wasn't meant for you to catch.
I love him though. Don't
Yeah.
come for him. He's
I'm
very
not coming for
supportive.
How am I gonna come for somebody else to tell me the truth?
He's very supportive.
Of course, I love him. That's my
So
boy.
let's go on before it get hot and he won't speak to me no more. What's your definition of a friend with benefits or an actual relationship?
Okay, so friend with benefits. I mean, it's just that you're friends. You know, there are no strings. You guys mess with each other when you guys feel like it, and Just it is what it is, and your friendship is not tainted by it. And then of course a relationship, it can't have many. It can have different definitions because there are different types of relationships. And myself personally, I've been in different types of relationships, so it can be different definitions. You can have your regular relationship, of course, where it's just you, your boo, that's it. You can have a three-way relationship. I forgot the proper word for it, which I've also been in, where it's you, your dude, and another dude. Don't knock it till you
Especially
try
when they be
it.
doing stuff behind your back.
So
That
the
don't
person
fly.
that asked that question about that statement, comment, whatever about you don't appreciate us talking about the bottoms as if top don't stink. Call in with your experience. If you had a bad experience, call in, talk about it. You can call in honestly. Don't text. Like, not playing it safe. Speak up. Oh, the number is 240-455-5934. If you want to call in and voice your opinion, just know we don't play it safe, so come correct.
My whole thing with the whole friends with benefit thing is it's hard for me to differentiate. What's the word?
Differentiate.
Yeah, like sex from, like, I'm the type of person, like, if I'm gonna have sex with somebody, then I'm trying to be with them, and
Your
a
feelings
lot of
get
people,
involved.
my feelings always get involved when it comes to something like that. I mean, I'm a Sagittarius, so like most of the time, people that are Sagittarius, kind of think like, don't do that face.
So you don't know how to, I mean, I want to say
I-
you don't know how, but you don't like having like just random hookups.
No,
and stuff?
I can't. I cannot. I mean, I've always been that type of person that's always wanted to.
So that's why it's been 2 years or 6 months. What do you say earlier?
Yeah, that's why it's
What do you say
been that
earlier?
long.
Yeah.
Because
You gotta know how to separate your feelings.
I mean, I know.
You just can't.
I understand that.
It's easier for some than others. Like with me, I can shut my feelings off hands down
Exactly.
easily, no problem, and not
Exactly.
give it a second
Exactly, like today.
thought. And I do that in most situations. Emotions can be a liability and a holdback.
Yeah.
So Kellen, what do you prefer? You prefer top or bottom?
I would prefer a verse.
Yeah.
Because I like both. But yeah.
Yeah. Brian.
Mike,
How you
We
doing? Why you
already
so
know what you like.
quiet?
How are you?
You scared?
never.
I got a question.
Never. Extra questions. Let's go.
How much you charge?
Wow. Straight to the thing.
I'm not in that line of work. I'm sorry.
You didn't even know what I was talking about.
I mean, but
You didn't know what I was talking about.
It
How much you
kinda
charge
goes-
for a feature? Don't you think?
Yeah, okay. It's not that. It's not that topic, okay? When we get on the music topic, we'll discuss
That's
that.
next week's show, but we'll talk about that later.
Exactly.
What else, guys? You guys want to take a break and come back with the legendary strawberry? Antoine, you can still stay and talk about this topic as well if you want.
Yes.
So,
Strawberry.
If you want,
Strawberry.
I'll stick around.
My
so we need you guys
strawberry.
to call in at
Please call in, 'cause y'all-
240-455-5934 and stop texting. Call in.
But we glad that y'all texting now.
Yes,
we
thank
really
you.
are.
Well, before we
because-
go, we have another text. Oh, I like this one.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
This person been asking great questions all night. You need to call in and stop playing. But anyway, what's the worst sex you've ever had?
Oh, that's a good one.
Oh, wow. Really?
We all should answer that one before we go to break.
You know what? We all going
Okay.
Yes.
We're gonna run a circle. We're gonna run a circle.
Let's all answer that one before we go to
I'm-
break.
Dude,
I'm going to go first. I'm going to go first. I'm not going to name no names.
I am.
I'm not going to name no names.
I am.
It was years ago, though.
Are we naming names?
I'm naming names.
We
I don't
naming.
care.
Let's do it.
I'm not
Let's
naming
do
Naming
it.
names.
I'm not naming names.
You got a problem with it? You can hit me up on
I'm not even
social
sure if this
media or
person
call.
I'm not even sure if this person's still alive or not. But
Oh my God.
Wow.
don't really care.
Deceased.
Rest
But,
in peace to this bad sex.
6 feet under.
The one time, and this is why I don't bottom like that
Kelly,
now,
you're so
because
racist.
not all tops know what they're doing. Or not all quote unquote
Yeah,
tops
rest in peace.
know what they're doing. One time I did bottom for a guy that I had a crush on in high school. In our adult life, we finally were intimate. And when I say I had to fake it,
Till you make it.
I couldn't even make it. I just had to stop it.
So was he not size, or he just didn't know what he was doing?
Size was fine.
He just didn't know what he was doing.
Not at all.
Wow. Did you tell him?
Kind of, sort of, because the following year we had mutual friends. So the following year it was a sleepover at a friend's house, and we was playing Truth or Dare. So
Because I believe in telling them. That's the way. That's the only way they're gonna learn.
And I believe you do, Brian, because your mouth is like
My mouth
off
is
the hook.
reckless.
Yes, reckless.
I tend to stay to myself.
That's why I
However,
love
I had
you.
no choice but to tell them when we was playing Truth or Dare the following year in front of our friends. So
Yeah, you love truth for that.
and then he actually had slept with my ex, and my ex said the same thing. But
Kellen,
yeah,
Yes. What?
answer the question, boo boo.
Oh,
worst sex.
scat.
Ah!
Do not like it at all. Duty booty.
Come on, somebody.
Cannot take it, and they knew it.
Ugh.
Come on now, you're not gonna have no full course meal, and then
I'm not even hungry no
go
more.
in and
Baby, just
Be like,
the
"I'm
vision
clean."
Kellen's
But you, I mean, in a way, Kellen, not to.
just the that's what I'm saying. It's the vision. It's the vision. I'm just saying you couldn't, because my question is my answer is kind of like yours, but it's just yeah.
But some people like that out there,
Come
though.
for me.
I'm not coming for you. I love you, Kellen. You already know.
Some people
Never
like
mind.
that.
No, not playing the
What,
same.
like the doo-doo?
Like some people do.
Yeah, they
It's
do.
people out
I
there
know,
like
I know
that.
a lot of
It's a
people, they
fetish
like to
thing.
like.
Well, since we on that topic, the one time that I top, because y'all know I don't top. My best friend say I only top in the summertime, but
And why
They
is
have-
that?
You a seasonal top.
because I'm fat, I like to eat. I'm not about to clean out and all that other stuff. I'm
Thick
not-
boy nation. Hello,
I'm
come
trying
on,
to
thick
figure out
boys
why
do it
you
better.
would- Why would you like to top in the summertime?
No, that's just his thing saying because every time I told him that I did it, it's always around when it's hot. Answer your question?
Musky.
No, not musky.
I mean, sweaty for sweaty.
I mean, it was today.
Okay.
Oh.
Yes, he got his brakes.
I had to because
Got
we
his
was
box
talking.
beat today.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. So somebody
Because
got
I beat the brakes off of.
Yeah, of
I wish I
course. But yeah, it was like Kellen's. That my hot dog got chili on it.
And it was just awful, wasn't it? It was just.
And
like,
I'm not. And y'all know me. My attitude and my facial expressions.
Yeah.
I
And
can't
you
fake
is
it.
like a
Yeah.
clean person.
I can't
to,
fake
Your
it.
mouth like mine, though, so I can
clean
imagine
my
you
mouth
wanna-
better than yours. Want some references?
No,
I
it is
mean,
not.
no, I don't.
Oh,
Kellen.
Anyway,
never
I'm
mind.
saying as far as
Never
being
mind. Talk about
reckless, like you
attitude.
speak what you
Yeah.
feel. So I can only imagine.
Well, I'm learning not to.
Why?
Because Kellen's teaching me how not to.
Why?
Yay.
Why? You're supposed to speak how you feel.
You are, but you have to be nice sometimes.
The hell you do?
To your
See,
friends.
you get it and you get it.
Don't come for me. Like
I'm
when you
not
try.
coming.
We not. We love you, but I
I'm
mean,
just saying.
this
As
is
a
no
person,
filter zone. We
if
don't
you-
filter.
Yeah.
So, Brian, you didn't answer the question. You always trying to skip out on
I
questions.
never said I was waiting for you guys to
You
finish.
said you
Yes, I've
did.
had worse sex.
I heard your sex was worse, but go ahead.
No, you didn't hear that.
Okay. Call in, caller. Call in.
Please do. I want them to call in.
240.
I
Call
want
us
them to
now.
call in.
Byron, call in.
Somebody.
Byron,
We
I
had one
didn't
call
say
tonight,
nothing. That's Mike over here.
Byron gonna tell the truth.
How
tell
would
the
you know
truth.
Byron know what my sex is like, though?
Byron gonna tell the truth.
How would you know he would know?
We're not going there.
How would you know he would
You
know?
wanna play
Ooh,
safe?
this is getting juicy.
We
right
don't
here.
have to play
Okay.
safe. Come
We
on.
can play safe. I'm
We
playing
don't have
safe
to.
for you.
You don't have
Where's the
to.
popcorn so we
I
can
am.
just see
Right, I
how he
just
likes
said
that?
popcorn.
We're gonna play it safe. You have a son at home. He may be listening.
He's not. Trust me.
Playing it safe.
He's not.
Call in, Byron. I want to talk to you. I know you're gonna have us in here dying.
Oh, Lord.
Call in, Byron.
Byron, do not call in.
I know you're in that
Please don't.
church
Byron, don't call in.
or the fireplace where you might be.
Whoa.
Oh my
We have
God.
another question.
Gotta
We're
love.
gonna go to
We
commercial.
love
Yes,
Mike,
we
y'all.
I guess we skip the commercial.
We're not even gonna go to commercial. We're gonna just keep going. We doing so good. Strawberry's coming, y'all. I know y'all waiting for the legendary strawberry.
Strawberry.
She's coming. She's coming. Have you ever had a bad performance like couldn't get the dick up?
Oh.
No
Me?
fluffer.
Me?
Whoever want to answer, but it's mainly for you because you're the host. I mean, you're the guest tonight, so.
No, not really.
Okay.
Not really. The only time I probably may have had trouble is if I was too drunk. But even then, no, not really. Me personally, I'm not lying, not slicing my own head.
Hold on,
No.
we're not gonna skip that question though. You answer it, Kellen. Have you ever had a trouble getting your dick up?
Yeah. And it had to do with alcohol also.
I'm gonna keep my mouth closed. I'm learning to be nice. Go for it.
No, I haven't. Your mouth. I love it, though.
No,
I love you as a
he's
person,
teaching-
though. You
I
my
know.
brother.
What's your
You my
stance
brother,
on
I got you.
poppers?
I don't really care for them. I mean, I've used them a couple times. I don't really care for them though. But whatever floats your boat.
I love Kellen so much. I just want Kellen to be a guest so we could just.
No,
hash
you're not
it
gonna do
out.
my brother like that. You're not gonna.
He's
do
my
that.
brother. He's closer to me than he is to you.
Which is true.
Because I want Kellen to come on his show. Kellen has a lot of stories to tell. He has a lot of stuff to talk about.
That's,
He does
you'll be
though,
able
right?
to
He
hear
does
about them
that.
stories in my book.
I
that'll
just
be
want to make
coming
this
out
comment real, y'all. The reason why the
first
three
of
of
the
them get
year.
along so well, because if y'all don't know, the three of them, all three of them light skinned. So I'm just saying that right now.
I'm the cutest though. Byron,
Excuse me?
hold on, who's this? Oh, somebody just texted. Hold on, guys. I'm sorry. This is good. Strawberry, I promise we come in, but I know you like.
I know.
We need a bathroom.
All of us can answer this question. Do you like sex toys? What's your favorite toy to use? I hate
I
don't
hate
like
it.
sex toys.
Hate them.
I hate
Why?
Why?
I
why
love
do
both
you?
of mine.
What are your
it.
both?
What you have?
I have a fleshlight and I have a dildo.
Okay,
Okay, I have
so
a question
the
about the fleshlight.
Yeah, but dildos, nah.
Oh, we have a caller. Okay, somebody ain't scared.
Let's see who this is.
But yeah, I want a fleshlight. Do you have the clear crystal one?
No, I gotta get that one. I have your regular traditional.
Does it really feel like something?
They sell them on Groupon.
This is Eli.
They really do.
Yeah.
They really do. Sell them on Groupon. I've seen them.
Oh wow, they sell them on Groupon now.
With
Yeah.
the mouth.
I'm done.
Oh, I saw those. Thanks for calling Not Playing It Safe Radio Show.
Hi, my name is Jordan. I actually had a question for you guys.
What's up, Jordan? I
Hey,
think I
Jordan.
know who you are. Your
Hello.
voice-
Hello.
Hey.
So, how does one conduct themselves at sex parties? What is the etiquette when walking into a sex party?
Clean your booty.
That first and foremost.
Yes.
But you want to answer that, Antoine, or I can take it?
I know you can, bro.
Y'all gonna leave him alone.
This boy
But,
is trying me.
all right, let me answer this man question. As far as etiquette when walking into a sex party, obviously a sex party is going to be dark. I mean, it's going to be a certain atmosphere. You know, there's going to be music playing. So one main thing that I have a problem with at sex parties, don't be loud when you walking up in there. Just loud as all hell, obnoxious. You know, just be like, "Ooh, girl, this, girl that." Nah. Save that
Tell
shit.
nobody what they
Excuse me.
get.
Save that ish for home. Save that for when you with your girls or whatever. Don't bring that into no sex party. Do not be loud and
'Cause it does
obnoxious.
kill the vibe,
It will
too.
kill
Yeah.
the vibe.
They would look at you and be like,
Because if somebody slammed the door, I tense out. Like this motherfucker upstairs.
Oh yeah, yes, it's absolutely, absolutely, and that's not even just for the sex party. That's also like if you're having your party in an apartment complex. To all my hosts, if you plan on hosting a party, if you're running the door or you got somebody running the door for you, make sure that they do not slam that door, because that's the quickest way to get somebody to call the police.
okay,
That's the quickest way to get your party shut down.
quick.
Do not slam that door, and then all guests to sex parties do not come in there loud and obnoxious. Come in there cool, calm, collected, and quiet.
Jordan,
Yes,
I have a question for you.
sure.
Would you attend a sex party?
Sure.
Okay, I'm gonna have Brian contact you.
Ooh.
No, I'm just joking. So you would go? Have you been? I should say. I should ask.
I have not been to a sex party as of yet.
Okay. Well,
What
Brian-
area? Hold on. Let me find out. Jordan, what area do you live in?
I live in Alexandria, Virginia.
Yes.
Okay, so there's actually a party coming up on October 8th with Zodiac Freak Fest that's featuring adult entertainer by the name of Diamond. If I could get you on that guest list, would you want to come?
I would consider it.
Okay.
There you go. See?
Okay.
Look at you.
I mean, I'll be in
I'm
the
a
house
Southern
too.
gentleman, so I find it very difficult to commit to these situations, but I'm very open to it.
Nice.
So, how could Jordan get in contact with you to get that information?
Jordan, if you have Twitter, you can contact me. You can follow me or just DM me on my Twitter, which is the quickest way. It's at lust_Antoine. I spell my name ANTOINE. So DM me on there, or I think you have to follow somebody in order to DM them or something. I don't know. So I mean, if you don't follow me on there, and then I'll add you back so I can give you the information for it.
And if you forget the information, just contact me, Brian, or Kellen. I'm sure you follow one of us.
I would definitely do that. Thank you, guys.
Thank you
for
so
calling.
much for calling.
So, Anton, we have another question.
Why y'all not calling? Jordan, the only one that's called. Come on, y'all call. I want
So
to
they
hear
wanna
y'all.
know.
I know y'all know the number. We done said it like 4 or 5 times.
Let's say it's 6 or 7. What's the number?
I don't know.
240-455-5934.
That's my
Give us
call.
a call.
So they have a question. They want to know how big is your deal?
Oh,
I don't have a
Lord,
dildo.
Not you. It's
I was about to say, because you looked at me like I don't have to.
That shoe.
How big is
that
yours,
shoe
Mike?
Fit, didn't it? That shoe fit.
How big is yours, Mike?
You couldn't handle it, child. Go ahead.
My dildo is at 8.5 inches long, and I think
Girthy?
3 or 4 inches wide. Actually, my dildo is actually the size of my dick, almost. Yeah, equivalent to the size
for
of my
all
dick.
the people out there,
That's
wondering,
right up Mike's alley.
There goes.
What you say? What's why my alley?
You're not paying attention. That's what.
No, because I started that at 12. I'm bigger than that now.
Oh, you a size queen.
No.
I mean, you said I was. You called me out on it. I didn't say anything. How much you charge
But you
for
agreed to
But
it,
you
though.
never asked how much you charge for your sex parties.
Not no 12 though.
Makes you think that where are you getting your information from? Like, who's calling you and telling you? Oh, who's this Byron?
I'm trying to get him to call in.
Oh God, you gotta stop listening to people and what you.
You're right, but that video was you.
What video?
That
What are you
video.
talking about?
You know what, y'all? They doing some scandals up in
It's
here.
fine.
I ain't got nothing to do with
It's
it.
fine.
He said he don't want no parts.
You work in
Not
entertainment.
in
You
this
should know not
See,
to
I'm not
believe
in
the
it.
lies and the things that you
Well,
read.
I'm not in it. I'm just.
I don't work in
just here for the.
entertainment. I am the entertainment.
Well, you should know not to believe the media.
I don't believe them.
Hold up. Mike,
that's a
you're
question.
the entertainer. You're the entertainer.
Baby, I can entertain anybody.
Oh, so
No.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
what you
Commercial
trying-
break.
what you-
Go ahead.
No, ain't no commercial break.
Go ahead,
Answer the
Antoine.
question. Not planning to say.
So would you be a special guest at one of my parties that I'm hosting?
Do I get paid? I don't work
Yes.
for free.
You'll get paid.
I'm gonna give you my information when I
All
leave.
right, yeah, and make
Oh,
sure
alright.
you come in that
So,
jock
you
strap.
know- you already
assed
know.
out.
Huh?
Make sure
Yeah.
you come in that jock strap, assed
Well, I
out.
don't wear drawers anyway, so it don't matter.
Okay.
Perfect.
I have another question from Michael. Have you ever had sex with someone that you shouldn't have, or would you? Close friend step. You wasn't listening earlier, obviously, but you can answer that.
Have I ever had sex with somebody that I shouldn't have? I'm going to say yes, that I have had sex with individuals that I shouldn't have. One thing I don't do, I do my best not to cross, friend boundaries, like having sex with my friends' exes. I do my best to make sure I know who your ex is. Now, if I had sex
That's
with,
hard though, and this can be.
it is hard. It is
And
hard.
especially
I'm
in
not even
DC.
gonna lie. I've had sex with individuals that used to date friends of mine, and I found out after the fact.
Oh, okay.
Was they mad at you?
I mean, you can't be mad at me if I found out after the
After,
fact.
yeah, he
Shoot.
found out
But
I
you
don't
know
even
how-
tell people
you know
everybody
how
who
some
I'm dating.
people can be petty and be like, you should have known. Or,
And you know something? That's something I can't stand about our community now.
Being petty.
Everybody and their mama is petty now.
yeah.
Okay.
Everybody and their
I
mother is
can't
petty.
stand that.
Y'all, we grown. Stop being petty.
Okay.
Petty is for high school
Rest.
kids.
I'm very
Full
petty,
pressed.
but Kellen has helped me work on my attitude and pettiness.
I can help you with that.
I know we'll work on that too.
You heard him?
Next
He
question.
said he can help you.
He said you can help me.
Yeah.
Yeah, wait a week. Oh no! I have a You trying me?
Somebody
No,
tempted
you
you.
tried
He-
your
I'm about to bring on Mike Nasty. I'm trying to keep.
Hey, y'all, does it look like Mike turning red to y'all? a
I am
little bit?
turning
Yes,
red.
Yes.
you
I'm
making him
Yes.
blush. You making him what's the word?
flustered.
That too. Yeah.
Then I'm doing my job right. Okay, let's go.
You are.
Continue.
I'll give you that. This is for everybody. Mainly. What's your name again, child? I forget. Just mainly for Bryant.
That's not mainly for me. Don't try
It
me.
is.
That is not. Let me see that text.
I'm
Let
gonna
me
read
see
it. You
the
ain't
text.
gotta see it. I'm gonna
because
read
you're
it.
bullshitting. You're lying. That's mainly not for me.
And speaking of shit, have you ever had your problems cleaning out?
Absolutely not.
Oh.
Have you?
No.
Okay, then don't try me again.
No,
This is radio. You lost your mind.
Want some references? I glosses it. Glosses it. Krispy Kreme.
This sure joy is. We sure ain't playing that for saving up with this joint.
They giving me life in here.
Jeez.
What about you?
Huh?
Have you ever had problems cleaning out?
I ain't gonna lie, yeah.
Yeah.
Because of the fact I'm mostly top.
Okay.
It's rare that I bottom. I'm not that privy
See,
to it.
I
I
know
don't
a
care
lot
to
of
bottom that much. So
Don't talk about a lot of people. We're gonna talk about you.
I
what you
feel
guys-
like for full versatiles and for bottoms, it may come easier. For those that top predominantly, it can be a task. So yeah, it can be a task. I get it done, but it can be a task.
Go for it, Kellen. Answer
I
the
could
question.
probably say in the beginning, probably so. But now I know not to have those issues. I know a lot of people, do their fastings. They won't eat. They'll have ice sandwiches or
What? Do people really do
Ice
that?
soup.
ice
People
soup.
do that?
You
Wow.
know, not ice sandwiches.
So
but
do
ice
y'all?
soup.
I mean, I know I'm trying it, but that's what this
Or
show's
they'll
about.
eat one piece of bread for the entire
Yeah,
day.
and be like, I'm full.
Really?
yes,
I'm
I
full.
can't do
Wow.
it.
So have y'all ever
Nigga
just
likes to
looked
eat.
at somebody like, oh, I know she pint. Y'all don't do
Yeah,
that?
of course, because they be sloppy looking.
There
If they
you
look
go.
sloppy
That's what
on
I'm
the
saying.
outside, they gonna
I
be
mean,
sloppy
look,
on
it
the
is.
inside.
I do not judge. I cannot, and I do not judge a book by its cover. However, I can just look at somebody and be like,
Well, have you ever
nah.
went down there and had an experience where?
Let me
it's
tell
just
you this
been
right now. If I go down there and I get even a whiff of anything, I'm coming back up.
Right. Yeah.
You don't scuba dive for too long.
rancid.
We have a caller, you guys. We have a caller.
I'm scared.
Hey, caller, what's your name?
Hey, caller. Thanks for calling Not Playing a Safe Radio Show. Antoine got me tongue-tied, baby.
I'm gonna
Hello?
shut up.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hello.
Hey,
You
what's
have a-
going on, yo?
Nothing
you
much.
doing?
Hey, how you doing?
Who's this?
This is Charles.
Hey,
Hey,
Charles.
How you doing?
Good.
All right.
How are you?
I got a question for you. So,
Okay.
we've all done Pride. We've all done that. What if someone is positive? Are you still gonna, is it still free game to engage in activity as long as it's protected, or does that person have a scarlet letter on them?
Okay, I'm gonna ask this real quick before I forget. I'm not gonna get deep. I'm gonna let Strawberry answer that question, but I'm gonna say for me, in knowing the Pride events, you don't even ask the person that question prior to hooking up with them because it's just a hookup. So that conversation don't even get that deep to are you positive, because most of the time you don't even know their name.
That's true.
Okay.
Go ahead and
But
name me.
we're gonna answer that question deeper when Strawberry get on air in about
Right.
5 minutes.
Okay.
Alrighty. Y'all guys want to answer? You can still answer.
I'll leave it to Strawberry. then.
You leave it to Strawberry?
Yeah.
Strawberry?
What's up?
Okay.
I'll wait for this.
Well, we're going to take a commercial break so we can get Miss Strawberry all warmed up and ready.
Ready.
And we'll be right back.
My baby can't explain what I'm going through, and I wonder if you're feeling it too, like I do. You know my mind is in a haze. It's all because of you, my darling. Surely as the day is long, there's no way this love could ever be wrong. Growing strong. So won't you listen, girl, while I sing out this song? Here is my heart. Here is my song. Take what you want. Baby, don't ever let go. For everything that I do, I do it for the love of you. My baby, I just can't find the right words to say. How I love you in 1,000 ways, night and day. 'Cause in my heart and in my head, you know you're always gonna stay, my darling. Once I was lost, but now I am found. Girl, you're putting my feet right back on the ground. telling you now. Here is my heart. Here is my heart. Here is my soul. Here is my soul. You won't take what you want, girl. Never let go. For everything that I do it for the love of you. Here is my heart. Here is my soul. My soul is yours. Take what you want. Take what you want. Never let go. For every little thing that I do, baby, I do it for the love of you. Do it for the love of you, baby. Once in a lifetime, gonna find the special one. Look twice and love will pass you by. Like a river, just like a river, gotta flow to the sea. You can be sure when you look in my eyes. Here is my soul. Here is my soul. Take what you want. Never let go. Every little thing that I do, yeah, I do it for the love of you. Here is my heart, baby. Here is my soul, your love. Take what you want, girl. Never let go. Every little thing I do for you. I do it for love, do it for love, do it for love. Hey, here's my heart, here is my soul, here is my soul. Take what you want, baby, never let go. For everything that I do it for the love.
Welcome back to the Not Playing It Safe radio show. We are joined by Advocate Strawberry.
Strawberry.
We love us some
top of
Strawberry.
me. Candlelight a little
So
Hennessy.
how are you doing today, Strawberry?
I'm fine. Thank you guys for
Glad
having
that
me.
you are joining with us. We know that you do a lot of advocacy, and I've noticed that you've been on a lot of different commercials with Whitman Walker.
Yes,
How
I've
was
seen
that
that.
experience?
It was fun. Anytime I've got on, behind camera, it was like a nervous experience up until they start asking questions or they tell you what to do right before the camera comes on. So it was
You
fun.
bubbly anyway, so you light up the camera.
Yeah, so because before I got on the commercial, I had been on Channel 4, Channel 5, Channel 7, and Channel 9.
You better drop them
So
channels.
I was already on the
But
news
hold on.
channel.
You have to introduce yourself.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought y'all was doing it for me. My name is Derek Cox, but everyone calls me Strawberry. I'm from Washington, D.C. I'm a tourist.
Oh. You single?
Yeah.
I want to know, how did you get that name Strawberry? I mean, we know
Yeah.
you have the red hair and
Yeah.
the freckles.
So I got the name Strawberry. Growing up all my life, I always had other people come up with their own nickname for me, like, Sinbad, Harry Potter, Cisco, Dennis Rodman, Ginger, Powder. I didn't even know what
I know the
powder
Ginger
was
one.
until I
Wow.
saw the movie. But I came up with Strawberry one day because I was like, I'm not going to keep answering to everyone else's name. I'm going to come up with my own name. And I sat down one day and I was thinking about it. And I was eating a big ass bundle of strawberries.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm just going to call myself Strawberry. And just one day I introduced myself and I was like, my name is Derek, but everyone calls me Strawberry. And it just took off from there.
So I just want to say, this is Mike speaking. My first time meeting Strawberry was, April of this year? End of April? Early May? On a retreat to
Yes,
Deep
that
Creek with
retreat.
Denim.
Love that
And
retreat.
I didn't know Strawberry. Like, I've always seen Strawberry, because, being posted and stuff. And I never met him. And then when we went to the house, he was just so motherly. He would fix pillows for you, make sure you were okay, make sure you joined in with the group. Like, it was no, bad energy whatsoever. Like, never. He never made you feel...
Right.
You know how the gays can get when they
Yeah.
get in groups. Even when he was around his good friend who was there, he was still the same sweet, genuine person, and that's what stuck out to me.
And we had a great time.
Yeah.
I mean, us helping us, they definitely are great for our community. They definitely, support us, and they give us an outlet to, really be ourselves, and they teach us, safe sex and other stuff. Like, you can explain also,
Well, us helping us, like, they'll be here actually. Denim us helping us will be here on the 6th, I believe, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so they'll be here. So this question was for Antoine, but you know what, Strawberry? Since I've always seen you so professional and so bubbly, I want you to answer this question because it was for Antoine, so you already know what's coming then.
Okay.
What is the nastiest, freaky thing you've done sexually?
Well, I can honestly say the nastiest, freakiest thing I've done sexually. Back in the day, I was a freak, so I used to do a lot of threesomes and orgies.
Okay.
And I like cum on my face. So.
And see, I'm different. I hate it. Like, don't.
So no, honestly, I feel like that's the only reason why I didn't go through puberty. I didn't seriously I felt I'm being real. Like I felt like that kept my face clean.
Hey, I wish I would have met you
protein, that's they say, right?
I wish I would have met you sooner to get that because shaving every other day.
He was like, I got that regimen for you right here.
It's not called Nea.
It's called Chia.
It's the other nada bada. So, any questions for Strawberry? You haven't ever met Strawberry, so you have any questions?
I do. I actually met him for the first. Well, we ran into each other out and about, but I actually fully met you the first time today, and wonderful person.
Thank
you. I do have a question. What made you want to get into advocacy?
So once I found out I was gay, because my whole life I just believed I was a feminine man, but once I got to middle school, I found out a whole new life. I found out I was gay, then I found out I was a bottom. And so it was just like a whole new world for me. Mm-hmm. So I learned the lingo. I learned what was supposed to be done by a gay man and all this other stuff. But then I learned that we was a community of gay people. So once I learned the community and about it, and then since I was so accepting and open about my own sexuality, because I really didn't have no choice, because I don't know how to hide it. I am who I am.
Right.
So once I found that out, it was just like, I was like, okay, well, if we are gay, then I feel like we all should be together. So I've always wanted to see us together, just, even outside of just being gay, I always wanted to see us as a community because I didn't feel no need for drama.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I don't get that from you at all. Like, I don't get drama. I don't get shade. I don't get anything. I wish I had that aura, but I'm so deep in it, child. I'm lost cause right now.
And I think that's a problem where the struggle in this community, like you said, it's the drama, and I think it's feel as though we all should support one another, and uplift and try to help. But everybody don't think like that,
I mean, it's not their fault though, because when you grow up in everything that we're introduced to, and then everything that you're accustomed to.
Well, I would disagree because it's a saying that goes, "If you know better, you'll do better."
True indeed,
so,
but birds of a feather flock together.
Which is true, absolutely.
It could be an angel full of a room of demons, but
that's
eventually that angel gonna get corrupt.
Yeah, that.
My team up.
So what do you think about how it is to be gay now, and the way it was when we were growing up?
Well, being gay now is as simple as opening up a fucking pack of Skittles. I mean, shit, you have celebrities and everybody screaming that I'm gay.
It's like it's the new black,
holding
right?
their boyfriend. Yeah, they happy about it now. So it is a beautiful thing.
Exactly.
Versus back in the day,
it was scary.
Yeah, you had to hide it. You couldn't tell your friends. Everyone was down low. I was watching everywhere I was going because I'm just bright as can be. So.
Now, speaking of that, did you, growing up, did you ever deal with any of the bullying or the name calling and things like that?
Oh yes, definitely. People was just very mean because I'm from the hood. I'm from Berry Farms. If anybody knows
Southeast.
That's what I live at.
Kellen, Berry Farms.
I mean, I'm not Berry Farms. I'm on the side of Berry Farms.
You're on the other end of the basketball court.
Yeah. But yeah, they were pretty mean. People definitely made fun of me because of the way I looked. Growing up in as light as I was, having red hair, then also being feminine. So that wasn't as easy as I thought. But I had my brother coming up behind me, and he had red hair too. Exactly. So I had to make a decision that, you know, I'm not going to take this shit because I'm not going to let them do it to him too. So I had to find a love for myself.
That's right. Okay.
And it's great because it took me a long time to, you know, finally appreciate the differences that I have, you know, because growing up, I too, you know, have red hair, freckles. Everybody was looking at me like, oh, you know. So like, as you get older, and nowadays, everybody is paying to look like us. So, thank you.
Yeah.
Also, you guys, please call in. It's, you know, we have our special guest. The phone number is 240-455-5934, or you can also text at 301-966-3978.
So Strawberry, earlier we had the topic of sex parties. So with sex parties, I'm sure, is there any talk of status and being safe? It's just an in the moment thing. So can you touch on like how important it is to protect yourself and talk about like medications like PrEP and PEP?
Of course. Well, you know, anywhere someone goes, everybody always want to worry about the next thing. But sadly, the first thing people don't think about, you know, is the safety of their body, especially when you go into a sex party. Because, I mean, bottom line, you're going in to have sex.
Right.
So, you know, you don't want to think about, you know, who's positive, who's not, who got something, who don't. You just want to go, let loose, have fun, be free. But the good thing that, you know, condoms and lubes and all that stuff is provided at those type of events, even with Babs House and everything. So the needs for the supplies are there. So it is just to viewer discretion, you know, either you put one on or put one on whoever's penetrating. Right. The choice is yours. You have to protect you.
Is there any recommendations for like lube that you would recommend or condoms that you would prefer, or it's just based on a person's preference?
I mean, it's all still based on a person's preference, but the best lube that I've heard out here on the streets now is gun oil. It's dangerous, but I mean, so if you're tight, don't use gun oil because they slip right in, and that'd be very surprising for you and painful. And there's also Astroglide or Astrogel, depending on, you know, if you like water-based or silicone, depending on what type of lube that you use. I would say, doing our many studies, you know, if you are a person that already produce your own moistness within, you know, your ass, I would say you shouldn't use the lube.
Juicy booty.
Because, you know, it's going to make it very uncomfortable for you, you know, with the person entering. And so when you bottoming, it's just about, you know, it's either you're going to let that top take control or you're going to take control of that dick because it's going inside of you.
Right.
So you always want to be safe. You know what I'm saying? It's like, anytime I do decide to have sex, you know, I'm guiding the dick inside of me. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to force it in. You're not going to push it in because if it's uncomfortable for me, then we're stopping.
Right. So
we can get to the craziness, the aggression. We can get to all that later. Let my ass get comfortable with the dick first, and then we can go ham.
So I wanna back up a little bit about the lubes. What was the first one you mentioned?
The first one was gun oil.
Gun oil. Now you said it was the best, but then you said it's the unsafest, dangerous. Right?
Well, not unsafest. I said it's dangerous because it's very slippery. So gun oil will, you know, you can put gun oil in and she will slide right up in there.
Would that be preferably for people who get fist or?
So gun oil would be preferably for people who, not even that just get fist. I mean, you can definitely use it if you get fist, you know, because it's something to easily open you up because, well, you're already open, but, you know, that'll open you up a little quicker, you know, get you a little moist. But if you have sex on like a regular basis, you know, you can use gun oil. But if you stay tight and you have sex like once a month type situation, then, you know, use Astro. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna invest in Astro.
Yeah.
That's what you get. You can't even get the shit out. That means you're not supposed to say it. That's exactly what. Thank you, Lord, for tying his mouth shut and you couldn't even get it out.
But I'm gonna get it out anyway.
No,
you invest in the gun oil.
No, you're not.
You all always been very vocal about your status. How do you promote safe sex, and can you talk a little bit about that?
So the way I promote safe sex in any event I go to or anywhere I go to, or sometimes even just walking along the street if anybody asks me about anything, I just promote safe sex. I promote it on my social media. I promote it anywhere I go. You know what I'm saying? Like, if there's going to be kissing, sexing, you know, I always play with people. I be like, you know, you got your condom? You know, it's just always little little fake motherly figure thing I have within me. But you know, I want people to be safe at all times. Because like I said, you can have fun and still be safe.
Right. So how did you get started?
So I got started because we always used to use condoms growing up, but then once the condoms started coming in different various of sections, because you got the condoms with the studs on it on the ribs, and so that hyped me up to even use condoms more. And then you got the condoms that feel like nothing is even on there anyway. So it's like you already having bare sex. If you like it raw, then boom, there's a condom for that. So you can't tell me nothing. But also just with protection from HIV or AIDS, you have the PrEP pill, before sex, and then you have the PEP pill, the after sex pill. So what I'm saying, like if not saying it's directly for you to have unprotected sex, because that's what a lot of people use it for. But
now, Strawberry, I'm repeat that again, because I don't, for those that didn't catch it, because I don't think
I wrote it down.
Yeah, I don't think that they knew that. So repeat that again for me.
Yeah, because a lot of people will come to me with that. So PrEP and PEP. PrEP is the before pill. PEP is the after pill. And it's not directly for you to have unprotected sex.
Hello.
Right.
It only protects you from HIV and AIDS. You can still get an STD on STI.
Don't nobody want no words.
So, like I said, the protection is on you.
So the time frame of taking each pill, when should it be taken?
So the time frame is all up to you. With PrEP, it is an everyday pill. But if you're not positive, you don't have to necessarily take it every day. So you can be on depending on what time you want to take it. If you take it in the morning, then take it in the morning every day.
Okay.
If you take it at night, take it at night every day.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So it all depends on which one you want to get on, whether it's PrEP or it's PEP.
But I heard there's like kind of like a leeway where if you forget to take it, then
so if you're on the regimen and you forget to take it, there is between a 2-3 day leeway where you can I guess forget or not take the pill if you just want to stop taking it altogether.
So how does one find out how to get PrEP or where to go to?
Ask your doctor. And if your doctor do not know about PrEP or PEP, then you need to tell on your doctor and get another doctor.
For those who don't have a doctor or just want to get, the
well, if you don't have a doctor and you're not the type of person that like going to clinics or hospitals, there's always us helping us. There's always denim. There are always different other various ways of getting around. Even if you know someone that works in a clinic, you can always reach out to someone and just be like, could you help me with this or could you help me with that? We have so many anonymous ways to do everything. You're good.
And Strawberry, because I'm sure we have a lot of people that's listening and calling who don't want to call, because how could they, if they want to ask you or reach you privately, how could they reach you if they have any questions pertaining to, safe sex?
So if you wanted to reach me, you can do what everyone does now. You can hit me up on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat.
You gotta tell that name.
Okay, well, Facebook is Chow Mei Cox. Chow Mei is the Chinese word for strawberry. So
spell it for me.
That's CAOMEI.
But that A has like a little joint on the top of it.
What's the name of it, Kellen?
I don't know what that thing is.
Well, you don't have to add it when you type it in.
And y'all find Strawberry. I'm sure y'all gonna find Strawberry. Everybody posts something with Strawberry.
Yeah, so you can follow me on Facebook or Instagram. My Instagram is Strawberry, like strawberry with 3 B's, the number 48. And I'm also on Snapchat, still Strawberry 3 B's 48.
So, I'm trying to see how I can ask this question. I'm just come up with it. Do you want to do something like bigger for the community, more so? I feel
what you're saying. Yeah,
you catch it.
Yeah.
I mean, I would love to do a lot for the community, especially something big for something like a huge outreach type thing, something that's fun, that's motivating, that still promotes safe sex. That's just something that could bring everyone together. Give them wine, not liquor, so they can stay mellow.
Hey, calm it down.
I always it's a lot of stuff that I want to do for the community. I've been working on a lot of things with different various people, before we can do things for not just the gay community, but for the straight community in general. I was working on something like where we were going to do an event like every once a month type situation. Our first event was like a daughter's father thing. So it was like for any fathers that didn't know how to do hair, we was going to have hairstylists come out and teach them how to do their daughter hair. Just like the basic styles with braids, twists, ponytails, just knowing how to comb it.
Do you know how to do all them?
Of course.
You know how to do cornrows?
Well,
Mother can do hair.
I grew up in a family, not saying I grew up around all women. We have a lot of old women in our family. I got uncles too, but we got more women than anything. So I learned how to cook, clean, do hair.
Oh yeah, I know you can throw down in the kitchen.
Yeah.
We're gonna have that cooking with Kells.
We will.
And Strawberry.
I try to be like, close to the perfect housewife as possible. So, how I treat my lover is how I would treat my friends, except for in a sexual way.
Right. Cool.
Definitely feel like there has to be also an outlet for these upcoming gay youngsters because they coming out way earlier
and reckless with it.
Yes, like I see them on the metro and they be really doing it, and I'm just like surprised because I know if I would have did that, somebody would have like beat my ass.
Okay, stumped you out of
Okay. Do you think that they're really like it's a fad? Like because it goes back to I believe you said earlier or Kellen said earlier where the celebrities now are coming out. Anton, I'm sorry. Said that celebrities are coming out now, so we have these young kids who are looking at, exactly, and they're saying, oh well, if XYZ can do it, I can do it.
But that's even with the older gays too, because even as us, like speaking, we mimic what we see on Housewives. We mimic what we see on Love and Hip Hop. As far as like the lingo and the behavior, like we're walking to the club, like we are the host, like they came to see us. You know what I'm saying? So we take on that persona. Thank you, Kellen. Yeah. Okay.
So with that, I'm just gonna say, like I said before, I don't hold them accountable for that because they only portraying what they see. So just like everyone else, we watch these reality shows, and for some sad reason, black people being dramatic and fighting, that's funny because it's drama.
I mean, it is.
I mean, sad, yeah, it is. It's sad. We went from being we went from being over sexualized to now being dramatified. So,
right. Well, I'm on a reality show, and we have. Well,
you ain't fighting nobody there.
We're not fighting.
Yeah.
Not yet.
Yeah,
not yet. I'm sure it's coming.
No, I already told them I'm not fighting, but we read and we argue, but I'm not gonna fight because I'm not gonna fight.
You be reading them to their face?
Shade is fun.
Yeah, of course. Of course.
You know he do.
Reading is fundamental. Reading is fundamental.
We have to because the producers will tell us, hey, such and such said this about you in the last filming. Pick up on that. So then we having a conversation. Oh, that bitch said this, that bitch said. We don't say bitch, but that queen, that queen, or whatever.
Right.
Yeah. So
she tried it.
And then when we get to a group setting, everything comes on the table. And we just
go for blood.
Go for blood.
Yes. Okay.
Some people got it. Some people don't.
Yeah. So I'm always winning arguing. It's just this one person who.
Gets on your nerves.
Not even on my nerves. I just don't like that. Don't feel that you paved the way for something that didn't happen before I stepped on the set. Because you paved the way. That's the start of the whole argument between me and this person on the show.
In the words of Evelyn Nazada, they're non.
No, he's a factor. He's a factor.
Okay.
He has his stuff going on. Okay. Everybody on the show has their things going on. I would take anything from anyone. That's why on the show.
Okay.
But don't say you paved the way for us coming on the show when there was no season 1 and you wasn't the star. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, right.
And then you talking about, well, I paved the way.
Shade?
No, it's no shade's real.
No, I mean, I agree with him because you have people out there that.
You paved the way. I took offense to that. It's like, you paved the way. No, you did not pave the way. You do makeup. I don't do makeup. So you didn't pave no way for me. I write books. I host a radio show. So you didn't pave no way for me.
Right.
So that's been our whole argument all season. Because he walks in and he just feels that he's high and mighty and he's paving the way. And then his friends let him get away with it because they're weaker than him. So they let him get away with what he want to do, what he want to say. And he feels so grand, but he's really insecure. So when I step up in it and I approach him about it, that's when we go head to head because he's so used to being the queen of the circle. But then I stepped into the circle and challenged
you're the
it.
HBS.
So now both of us is wearing the crown, but it's more so on my side.
So it's kind of like a Kim and Nicki thing going on, Lil Kim and Nicki Minaj, where you're fighting over who's the queen of rap.
It's not even that.
I'm just playing.
No. It's not even fighting over that. I just don't want you to feel that you paved the way for something.
I get you. Right.
Like, don't take credit because before I came, or my other person on the show, Adrian, before we came, y'all didn't film nothing. Y'all couldn't even get it together. But when me and him came, they've been filming like. And every time we come on and say, "Oh, y'all the man, y'all the reason for the show, y'all the scene, y'all this, y'all naming everybody's mouth."
Do you think it could be? Well, we're not gonna get too deep into that, but do you think it could? It's a jealousy thing, though.
It's no jealousy. It's
I'm talking about from them.
No, it's no jealousy. It's more so he just feel he's high and mighty because he hang around these weaker people. His personality is overbearing, so they're a little more like that. Yeah.
Gotcha.
So when I stepped in, I say no.
Got a phone call.
And I hope it's her.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We're happy.
Call back. I don't even hear myself.
Yeah.
Carter, call back if you called. I'm sorry. I got carried away. Let's bring it back. It's about strawberry.
Safe sex.
Safe sex and paychecks.
We also want to let y'all know that our next show, we're going to have 2 special guests.
Caller, you're on.
Thanks for calling Not Playing It Safe Radio Show.
Hey, Mike. How you doing, baby?
I'm fine.
I just want to tell you guys are doing a wonderful job.
Who is this?
This is Coco.
Coco.
How you doing, love?
I got a question for you.
Yes.
Now, I appreciate the love, right?
Yes.
And you've been listening all night, right?
No, I haven't. We've been trying to tune in while we've been driving.
But you
'cause
do
I
know,
had to go.
but you do know who's a part of the show, right? Original.
Of course I do.
So why you only speak to me?
Why, Mom? Because you answered.
But now, what's up?
I guess everybody's listening. I want to just say all you guys are doing a wonderful job.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
And I missed the show tonight. There's no recap of it at all. Or once it's on, that's it, huh?
That's a question I have for
Yeah, me
engineering
too.
because I see other shows on YouTube and ours isn't up yet from the first one. So yeah, I'm gonna have to ask that question. Thanks for bringing that up.
Yeah, definitely. Because it was getting juicy, but then my dad had started messing up, so I had to come back.
She got that Metro PCS.
But I hope you guys had a good show. I just wanted to say hi and say you guys are doing a wonderful
Thank
job.
you.
Hi,
Thank you
Kelly.
so much.
Thank you. Hey,
Thank
Coco. Love you.
Thanks for
Love
keeping the
you
baby
guys.
quiet.
You know what else is juicy? Kellen's booty.
Oh,
my
Lord.
God.
Cute. We already know that, though.
That's my 12-year-old. She be trying it. Anyways, y'all have a good night.
Thank you.
Thank you for calling.
Bye. All right. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
So Kellen,
Yes.
anything you want to say? Anything you want to, you've known Strawberry the longest, so you know.
I have known Strawberry the longest, and it's always been great with him. He's always been very personable and very nice to me, and like you said, he's always been that kind of person to bring everybody together. And I love him for that. You know, it's always goodness with him. So.
Every time you got, and this is coming from a musical standpoint on me thing, but 112 has a song called Strawberry. So every time, I don't know if you heard it.
It's the newest one.
It's the newest one. And so every time y'all say Strawberry, that song just plays like in my head. And I'm just like,
yeah, because on the train, I could pull it up on my YouTube. I was just strawberries on top, but made from
right,
snow.
exactly. So it's a very catchy name. Good
So go ahead, Kellen. You can finish. I'm sorry.
I mean, that was it.
That was it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I
I
don't
love
want
him.
to take you.
He's my strawberry.
Is he sweet?
You can answer that question for yourself.
I ain't tasty. No, I'm messing with you. Strawberry, anything you want to say?
Oh,
Questions
and he
for
can
us?
dance.
Yeah,
His
I've
ass
seen him
is
dancing,
awesome.
popping
Oh
his
my
butt.
God. My favorite video that I ever seen from him, I think he was in Miami. And the drag queens had him walking the line. And he walked the hell out of that line. I was like, what?
They
And
had
he
everyone in
popped
Miami
it
calling me
and then
Strawberry
did the
Love.
splits
Wow.
and popped it back up. I was like amazed.
So does it like I want to say annoy, but like do you get a little irritated with everybody? They know you every time you go out. It's strawberry, or give me a hug, hey strawberry.
No, I don't get annoyed, but it's funny you said. I just literally had this whole conversation with somebody at Cabot last Thursday, not this Thursday, but last Thursday, because I was tired. So I was just sitting on the stairs, and he just ran up to me. He was like, "Strawberry, are you okay? What's wrong?" I was like, I was like, "I'm just tired. I'm just taking a break." He was like, "Okay, because if you're not happy, I'm not happy."
Okay.
And I was like, it's not that serious.
Okay.
But then he then went into this whole depth. He was like, no, because I remember one time you came to, I went to an event. I haven't had sleep for like 2 days. I went to an event. I saw everybody. They was excited to see me. I gave them hugs. And I like snuck away, into the little corner, try to get a little rest, lean on the wall type situation, just vibe. And everybody was just kept asking what was wrong, what can they do to make me feel better, and I was just like, I'm fine. Like literally, just enjoy yourselves. It's overwhelming. It don't get annoying, but it do get overwhelming.
Yeah, I can imagine.
But you know, when you're in advocacy and entertainment, such as we all are, people don't believe in allowing you to rest.
Oh, no, that's true.
They just like feel as though that's foreign to people. Like you just can't rest.
True.
And
I've learned.
But I mean, it's a good thing that person did that, because it shows you that they care and you made an impact on them. So that's a good thing.
It touches me every time.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I have to remind people. I was like, I'm human.
Exactly right.
I get sad. I cry.
Right.
I still have those emotions.
That's right.
It's possible. I go through some shit.
That's right. Okay, we all do.
I've just learned that I have to do it on my own time and not in front of nobody.
Yeah.
Since it has a great effect on the community.
By you being this public figure and popular in the community, when you date someone, do they have to be as equally popular, or because sometimes they don't understand when you're so busy or so many people know you?
That's a good question.
So. To answer that, that's why I'm single now. Because dating me is something hard to do because me being a public figure, everyone know me. I've tried it with certain individuals. Me personally, I don't like having my relationship, secretive because I want to express my love like everyone else. But it seems like every time I do that, it's like anytime someone finds out who I'm dating, they go into aspect like people feel like they have to go on this detective route for me. They have to find out where they work at, what they doing. Like I get pictures from people that's not even my friends on Facebook or Snapchat. They just send me pictures of the person I'm talking to, even at a bus stop or at a restaurant, and be like, oh, so and so here. Do you know they're here? It'd be so crazy to me, and it's just like. And of course, it's overwhelming for whoever I'm talking to because certain people got balls enough to walk up to them and ask them what they're doing or tell them not to hurt me and all this other stuff. So it do make it hard for me to date. So
wow,
that's a lot.
I mean, I'm currently talking to someone, but like you said, he don't want to go public with it because he doesn't want that attention, and I understand that. So I'm definitely not going to.
That's what I was going to ask you. Being with having the
Mike.
Yes, I'm sorry. Having the reality show and doing that, do you think that if you ever got to the point of dating, that the person would be acceptable, or would you, because of your career and where you are, do you feel if that you get what I'm saying?
I
got you.
I was trying to let you finish. That would be something talked about very early on, and they would already know about me when they come to date me because of what I'm doing. So, and then I will bring it on the show. Like I'm transparent.
So you're open. You believe in being.
I don't. Let's talk about whatever. I don't hide anything. And then if they didn't want to, then that's fine.
And I say it's not always that easy.
Yeah, if they don't want to, that's fine.
Even when dudes talk to me, I still let them know, like literally everything that comes with me. Like this is what you're going to go through if.
Right.
So I always do the what.
So you guys are open, like in being public figures and being in a relationship. You don't mind sharing your partner.
I don't have no choice.
Well, it's a difference. Like it's a level. Like I won't share what's going on behind closed doors. But you will always see us together. We'll always look good. Yeah.
Really?
But I would never share what's going on behind closed doors because that's sacred. That's between me and that person.
I mean, I may because I always want to speak off, my own life experience. I always use I statements with everything, especially when people come to me for advice on anything. I always use something I went through myself. So I may speak about it. I don't know what's a level of too personal. I mean, I just won't say their name, but I'll just speak about it in my own aspect of it.
Same way with the show. If they don't want to be on, I'll let everybody around know they don't want their name said, and they, you know what I'm saying. So,
but it's still a level of some privacy.
Yeah, you have to. Though. You have to keep.
That's what I was getting at because I'm like, you can't. Something. Yeah, I mean, I know it can be difficult.
Yeah, they say everyone's not used to, I guess, the spotlight, and a lot of people be like, "You love having the spotlight." Honestly, I don't. Like when people, anytime I went to a new school or transfer somewhere, or even went to a new location or anywhere, I never wanted to become popular. I tried my best to, play that quiet, shy kid role, but it just never happened. And I try to stay to myself as long as I can, but then I see that dance team, I'm like, all right, I gotta get on it. I see that step team, all right, I gotta get on it. I see SGA, all right, I gotta get on it. Because I always feel like I have to do something, and I can't do it alone, so I'm always gonna have to get into a team effort to do it. And I'm very boisterous on what I do and who I am, so if I'm gonna speak about it, I'm gonna be about it.
That's right.
And I like to go to the power to be. I want to talk to the person in charge.
I know
so
that's
I can
right.
Just go ahead, get my yes or no, and then if I get a yes, then what I gotta go from there.
That's right. All right.
I mean, as far as like being popular and stuff, like I don't know. I never was that way either.
I wasn't.
Yeah.
I was.
You wasn't
funny,
a popular
though.
kid in school?
It wasn't that I wasn't popular. It's like
You didn't want to be.
They just gravitated because you're so open. You're so out there. You're so what they want to be. Not like saying they want to be like you, but you're living in your truth.
Right.
And they gravitate towards that. I think that's why me and Kellen connect. No, it's not shade. I'm just saying like we balance each other. Like I'm more mouthy in attitude and
he's more
driven.
calm,
And he's more, I got this idea, idea. I'm more of the action, and he's more of like, I got this idea. You know.
Yeah.
And we go back and forth all the time. I'm like, that's cool, but pick one. Complete it. Complete it. And then he always get mad at me. He always get mad at me. Like that's why I told you. You're gonna start dealing with it because he always take it as if I'm being mean
I'm
or.
Not though. I'm not.
It's just like
it as you being mean. I'm just listen. Just listen to.
No, you don't listen because them text messages come in. I got y'all on do not disturb.
Not me.
But no, when I first met Kellen, he was just like that. Like he has all these great ideas. I'm like, okay, I got great ideas too. So what you want to do? How you want to go about it? Because I'm about action.
But I mean, in a way, I can kind of relate to him because you have all these great ideas, but in a way it's like you want to put it out there, but you're scared to share because you don't want nobody going and taking your idea that you done thought of, worked hard for, and somebody's out there making millions off of what you slaved on. You know, so
don't talk about it. Just
you can talk about it in a certain sense, but not give too much, if that makes sense.
So how does that go into having all these ideas but not completing them? Kellen has a long list of ideas that change every day. Kellen wanted to write a book.
Kellen is writing a book.
He's on that.
Kellen wanted to do a cooking show.
Kellen's doing a cooking show.
Kellen wanted to get married.
I think we all want to get married, though.
I ain't doing that. I'm not doing
that.
I would love to in the future, but like I said last week, I have not found that person that's found me. So,
but you still got
because you're not ready. Like you're focused. You're on your path. So they'll come.
I mean, I'm definitely a different person than I was.
But I know I'm not your father. I can't tell you what to do. But when you meet somebody, they need to come to me first because I need. I don't play.
You or come past you.
Come, let's talk. Let's talk. And I don't drink.
Ain't gonna do that.
No, I don't sleep with my friends' pieces, so don't worry about that. You ain't gotta worry about that. But no, they do. Like I want to talk to them. I want to get to know them, see where their head is because I need somebody that's gonna elevate you and not fall into you, because when you talk, you can get very deep and they can get into it and then they'll suck in because they're like, I just wanted to shut up, so I'm gonna fall in. I've never been that way to him. Like, he can go on and I'm gonna still say what I want to say, and I don't give a fuck. I'm not gonna fall in like, okay, Kellen.
And that's why some people are put in your life for reasons.
And that's why we balance each other. Like we argue all the time, but well, it ain't serious. It ain't in our friendship. Right. I still get my way.
Yes, he still gets his way.
Bad. I'm behind you 100%. I just need you to complete
I appreciate
something.
That. I definitely. Well, I'm completing things. I had a cooking show last week, and it was pretty funny. I didn't mean for it to be funny, but
it just came off.
It came off funny.
That's good.
Because you wasn't thinking, you were just doing
it, right?
Well,
I mean, it was more of a certain person adding filters and stuff like that to it that made it a comedy thing, which people like reacted to, which is funny. I didn't think it was funny at the moment, but I was getting messages in my inbox telling me that, oh, Kellen, you should make your show a cooking comedy show because nobody's doing that. And also, I got an email from a cooking company that wanted me to advertise their products and stuff. So, I'm pretty excited about that.
So we only have 2 minutes on the show, sadly. It's been fun though.
Yes, it's
so
definitely awesome.
But before we go, I just want to give thank yous to everyone who called in, who texted for Antoine. Antoine, thank you for coming. Strawberry. Next week we're gonna have Davis and Kawafani, music artists, on next week. So tune in. Thank you guys.
That Davis CD is fire.
And I might play a snippet of my single.
He will.
Week.
See you guys.
Thank you for
thank you to everybody.
Tuning
Good
in.
night.
We love you and we appreciate everything. Thank you.
That's the song.
I will give one song.
Okay, everybody knows she's a cold piece of work. I got a hard hat, hammer, and a nail. She likes the spice of life. I know the flavor very well. Me, oh my. Come close so I can touch your vibe, my strawberry. Oh, yeah. Sweeter than the cherry wine. Sweeter than the cherry wine, my strawberry. Juicy, 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 just the way I like my strawberry. Whoa, 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 strawberry. Whoa, whoa, yeah. Whoa, whoa, my strawberry. Whoa, 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 strawberry. Whoa, 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 strawberry. With a tattoo on her shoulder, bathtub sitting in the middle of the yard. She likes to wear red lipstick, so when she kiss, she can leave her mark. Everybody knows that she don't take shit. It ain't really hard to tell. She likes the spice of life. I know the flavor very well. Me, oh my. Come close so I can touch your vibe.